Hello friends, welcome to Geography Hub. We were discussing the chapter Structure and Physiography of India. Today we will discuss about the northern plains. Northern plains are the alluvial deposition. Alluvial soil we had discussed. From where alluvial soil will come? Alluvial soil will come from Himalaya. Okay, and they are formed from the alluvial deposition. What is the length of alluvial deposition on northern plains? Northern plains are having the length of 3000 to 200 km from east to west direction. Means from east to west or from Punjab to Bengal. They are having the length of 3200 kilometers. Okay. From north to south means from the foothills of Shivalik to the till the these plateau region. They are having the width of 150 kilometers to 300 kilometers. Okay, their width varies. Okay, varies between 150 kilometers to 300 kilometers. Okay, and they are having the depth from 1000 meter to 2000 meter. Means their depth is also vary from 1000 meters to 2000 meters. Okay, Ambala, it is also known as water divide. Why water divide? Because there is the river Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra are the major basins in our Indian subcontinent. Ambala is known as water divide because the eastern parts of Ambala means the river which are flowing in the eastern part of Ambala are draining their water in Bay of Bengal, but the river flowing in the western part of Ambala are draining their water in Arabian Sea. Okay, that's why this city is also known as water divide. The maximum height in the northern plain is 204 meters. Okay, this is the highest height found in northern plains. Northern plains are just plain, they are not having the zigzag or this kind of structure, they do not form, and their maximum height is 204 meters. We can divide northern plains into four major zones. They are Bhabar, Tarai, Bhagar, and Khadar. Now we will discuss these regions one by one. Let us start from Bhabar region. Bhabar. Bhabar are found at the foothills of Shivalik. Okay, foothills of Shivalik. Shivalik is the last range of Himalaya. Okay, and they are in they are in Indus to Tista, means their width or their length is in between the river Indus and river Tista. Okay, and from east to west they are they are having they are not having any break, means they are without break, means okay, and their width varies from 8 to 16 kilometers. In class 11th NCERT they had given 8 to 10 kilometers, but on Britannica book they had given 8 to 16 kilometers their range, and they comprises the boulders and pebbles. Okay, because in the Bhabar region river is huge, flow is very fast. That's why they carries the pebbles and boulders with them, and they deposit in the Bhabar region. Okay, that's why the river disappears in this region. Okay, our second part is Tarai region. Tarai region is having the width of 15 to 30 kilometers. Okay, its width varies between 15 to 30 kilometers. This region is having the high humidity. High humidity. Why? Because in this region there is a lot of water. River is not huge. A lot of area is there. That's why there will be the marshy land. Marshy land. Why? When the land and water will mix up, it will create a marshy land. Okay, and in marshy land, what will be there? Rich vegetation will be there, and flow of river decreases because the river had found a great area. and when the area will increase, the flow of river will decrease. And while the flow is decreased and the water had spread everywhere, if the water quantity is more and the soil, alluvial soil, is bought by these rivers, that that soil is very fertile, and that fertile soil will help in growing the forest. That's why in this region the dense forest will be found. And if dense forests are there, then a huge biodiversity also will also be there. Means a lot many animals and flora and fauna will be found. And this Tarai region covers the area of Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and this is Uttarakhand. These three states are mainly covered by Tarai region. Okay, agricultural land. This region is having a lot of agricultural land. Agriculture requires water and fertile soil. These two qualities are given by this Tarai region. Okay, and what are the crops grown here? They are sugarcane, rice, and wheat. You can conclude that these are water grown crops. Means these crops need a lot of water, and that's why this region is also very good in water, and this region having a lot of water content. That's why these crops grows very well in this Tarai region. Okay, let us discuss our third part, that is Bhangar region. Bhangar region means this is the higher part of plains. As we had discussed that maximum height is 204 meter in northern plains. If there is a lot of height but not more than 204 meters, that will be the Bhangar region. They are the higher part of plains. Okay, and there will be old alluvial soil. Why old? Because flood cannot reach, and only flood can bring the alluvial soil. If flood cannot reach, then alluvial soil will not be able to reach. If alluvial soil is not able to reach, then there will be old alluvial soil only. That region is known as Bhangar region. The word Bhur is the highland created by stone and sand. This is the local land. Okay, local land given by Punjabis. Okay, and this is found in the upper part of Ganga and Yamuna Doab. Okay, upper part of Ganga and Yamuna Doab. What is Doab? Let us divide this word. Do plus Ab. Do means two. Okay, two. And Ab. Ab means water. This is the Urdu word. Ab means where two rivers meet. That area is called Doab. Okay, where two water bodies meet, that area is known as Doab. And sedimentary deposition. Sedimentary deposition, we will discuss this thing in our fundamentals of geography. Okay, and this is Doab. Now, here is the question for you. What can you guess the reason why there is the name for Punjab? Okay, we will discuss this concept in next video. Let us discuss Khadar region. Khadar is the new alluvial deposition. Means if this is the new alluvial. Alluvial soil used to come in 1 year, every year, or in 2 or 3 years. Okay. If how alluvial soil will come from flood. If flood will come, then this will be the low-lying area. If low-lying area is there, then it will form the deltas. If deltas will be formed where? Between Ganga and Brahmaputra basin. If deltas are there, then there will be a lot of good vegetation. What is the Sindh Sagar Doab? Okay. If you know, then please comment. And if you don't know, then please read in the description box. Chas Doab. Okay. And what is the Khol? Okay, Khol slope. What is it? And foothill plains. These are the 4 tasks which you need to check. Or if you know, then well and good. If you don't know, you can check in the description box. The link is given. Okay, and we will meet in our next video. That will be the peninsular region. Thank you so much for watching us.